balls, tails away, and off-speed pitch grounded down the line, scooped up by Lujan. He throws, makes the play, fires it up first.
Golden opportunity there.
Strike him out, throw him out, 2 down, 10 seconds
no takedown left yet. All right, he got the takedown with 4 seconds to go.
Mariano on the inside for Terranova. This one's going to be tight. Wong going to try to touch it at the wire, and I believe she got it. There's Gibbs from 3. Beats the shot clock. Oh, Jeremy.
Zapata in motion, and he's blocking for Jeffrey. Jeffrey gets past the line of scrimmage, and now he's got room to go. Now he's to the 30.
As the Capuchino Mustangs are introduced, we'll review those starting lineups in just a second. And my name is Andy Pittman. I'm here with Harry Huey, coming to you from the gym at Mills High School in Millbrae, California. And we've got a good matchup here. Both teams at 2 and 3 in the PAL.
Mills starting guards number 1, Cole Brocqua. And another guard, brother Nick Brookwell, number 20. Number 23, Anthony Liu, a senior. Forward, number 24, Brandon Masuno. Rounding out center, 42, James Katonis, senior.
And we get set for the national anthem here, performed by the band here at Mills High School. So we are set for action here at Mills High School. This is a matchup in the PAL South between these two local rivals.
That is correct, and I would expect pretty evenly matched teams, as Mills currently record in the league is 2 and 3. Capuchino is also 2 and 3. The overall record for Mills is 5 and 11. Overall record for Capuchino is 7 and 9.
And to run down the starting lineups with you real quickly for the Mustangs, and we have a couple different numbers out there, so we may have to catch up with you on that. But as far as I can tell, we have Jared Pascal, Ryan Chapman, Ramon Enriquez, and Lucas Magne, and we have one mystery starter out there who we'll have to circle back with you on. But Pascal controls the tip.
Early turnover.
the Bracqua brothers out to Matsuno. And now Cole Bracqua with the ball. Looking there for Nick Bracqua. So Bracqua to Bracqua, and then Matsuno, whose brother was also on the Mills varsity team last year.
And Matsuno is the player to watch. He's currently averaging 14 points a game for Mills.
And Pasquale with the steal. Brings it into the front court, looking for number 24. And we'll have to get a name attached to that jersey number for the Mustangs. But Cole Bracqua bringing it up, passing it off to Nick Bracqua. And then inside from Matsuno to Cantones. So Nick Bracqua to Cole Bracqua. And Matsuno looking from long range, can't get it. The rebound pulled down by number 32, and we'll have to verify these numbers because the numbers we have are not correct.
Not correct.
So Capuchino with the ball. Jared Pascal, no points yet in this contest.
I think both teams are feeling each other out, rotating the ball like they should. Spread it around. There goes the post coming up.
And for the Mustangs, their go-to player, number 42, Lucas Magni.
And that foul's on number 23 of Mills, Anthony Liu, his first.
Mills foul, number 23, Lou, his first.
And inside, Magni, but couldn't get it to go, but picked up there by number 23, Ryan Chapman, for the first points of the game. That brings the score to 2-0. 6 minutes remaining here in the first period.
While
just underway.
We're still trying to get these the numbers of the rosters for you shortly. Mills is patiently rotating. Oh.
Attempted pass inside there by Cole Bracqua. He picks it up after the ball hit the floor and puts the basket in to tie the score at 2-2.
Up, number 1, Cole Bracqua is another player to watch, scoring 13 points per game for Mills. So you got your 1-2 punch.
So the pass cross court, number 32 puts up that shot, no good. Magni battling the rebound there for Bracqua. And that's Anthony Liu for the Vikings. Outside now to Matsuno. He's off again.
That's his second miss from the same spot. But when he gets it on, he'll get it on. Oh, nice steal.
And that's Cole Bracqua with the steal. Looking for Matsuno. Can't get it out there. Finds his brother. And Matsuno now with the ball. Pulling it outside to set up a play again.
Patient.
So again, going to Matsuno. He just can't get that shot to fall right now to start the game off. You can see the frustration.
Yeah, that's starting off 0 for 3.
But a shooter like Matsuno, I don't think he's going to stop shooting.
Now, interestingly, both teams are moving the ball, except they're looking to shoot the 3 early.
So Anthony Liu picks up his second foul in this contest. A little under 4 minutes gone by, and he'll have to take a seat. Coming in for him is Morgan Liu.
Number 4, Morgan Liu.
So we have some brothers.
That's correct. Liu brothers and the Bracqua brothers.
Liu's and the Bracquas. So we should have a good time trying to keep everybody straight here tonight.
Patient swing. That's a very nice move along the baseline. Dropped it off to the little post.
And that's number 23. We're still looking for, that's Ryan Chapman. So we'll have to wait for the PA announcement on a couple of these other numbers. But Chapman there, making the score 4-2. Looking inside for Cantones. That one is tapped away by Chapman. And now we have a substitution for the Mustangs with number 24 coming out and Raul Ligon in for the Mustangs. Looking outside to Morgan Liu and back to Matsuno. Vikings with some nice ball movement.
Except a rare turnover.
And of course the curse of the commentator. coming up here as the Vikings turn it over. So Capuchino coming out with a lot of energy, and the Vikings still looking for their shooting.
Now Capuchino slowing it down and just swinging the ball patiently from one side to the other corner.
Lots of ball movement from both of these teams with a deep three from, that's Pascal. And that makes it a 5-point lead for the Mustangs. So an errant pass there from Lou. That one's picked up by Magne. Looks like he walked with that ball, but he picks up the foul. That one kind of got caught in his arm there.
But what Cap's doing well, they have the possession and they're just outlet and running it down right to the gut of Mills.
We'd love to see a replay of that last play, as it looked like Magne kind of tucked that ball into his arm.
Yeah, and looks like Mills coach Rick's he doesn't like what he's seeing. As a result, he calls an early timeout.
That's right. So Coach Rick Hansen, 5-10 for the season for the Vikings, but a tough preseason for them. And now 2-3 in the league after a tough loss with Menlo Atherton. Another one of those Menlo Atherton teams that's looking like they might be a real tough challenge come tournament time.
That is correct. And Rick did mention to me it's a complete turnaround team than last year. Obviously, they won the league last year. They had the Marquise Atkins, the MVP of the South Division. And also Brandon Mizuno, his first team last year. Along with Miguel Madrigal of Mills last year. And two of those have graduated. Only leaving Brandon Matsuno as a sole representative. So yes, they have a lot to learn.
They're a fast team, but they're lacking in size. They don't have a lot of big men.
No, the tallest player, in fact, is 6'1", James Katanis.
Yeah, and he's out there right now, but we will see. If they're not hitting their shots, rebounding is going to be a challenge.
That is correct. So Mills is relying a lot on the threes this year, a lot more so.
Well, with Matsuno being the top scorer, that's not entirely surprising. A nice ball movement here from the Mustangs.
Very, very patient. And they're looking for the open shot, and there it is.
And Magne can hit that shot. He's got size, he's got speed, and he's a good shooter. We were impressed with him last year. It was not a close game between these two teams last year, but he was impressive.
That is correct. Last year, Lucas Magne was second team all-league, and he was a junior, so obviously he's playing his senior year. He's having fun doing so.
Again with a three-pointer. That one looked like it was going to go and just rimmed out. So Vikings now trying to get something going as they're facing an 8-point deficit pretty early on here. Looking for those shots. And that shot there from Brockway again doesn't fall, but Nick Brockway with the tip back out to his brother Cole. And now Matsuno driving. Can't get that to go. Contonis picks up the rebound. Can't get that to go.
Wow, that was too tough missing right in the paint. But great effort on the offensive rebound.
It's definitely not for lack of effort that the Vikings are down here 8 points. They just haven't been able to get their shots to go. Another shot there from
number 10, Pasquale. Again, a shot that is not going in for Brandon Matsuno so far. I think he is shooting 0 for 5. And Capuchino, meanwhile, is slowing it down. There's a new play being called, and it looks like it's a high pick. And driving the paint, trying to waste time for the last shot.
Shot by Matsuno. That one's going to be offline. So a tough shooting quarter there for the Vikings.
Absolutely, wow, and that made Matsuno 0 for 6 for the quarter. A rough going indeed.
So the shots there, Matsuno 0 for 6. Cantones 1 for 1. And Cole Brockwell with the other basket for the Vikings. He's just 1 for 2. So of their 10 shots, they've only hit 2. And that's not going to get it done here.
No, absolutely not. I mean, in fact, on the Mills players roster, the Bakwa brothers, Matsuno and Cantones carries the team. So far, they're not doing too well. It's only 4 for 12 shooting.
So from a first period where both teams looked like they were kind of feeling each other out, Capuchino clearly with their good ball movement was able to get some open shots, and also a lot of domination on the boards there.
This game, other than the missed shots from Mills, is pretty even. I mean, turnovers, Mills have 3, Capuchino 2. Scoring inside the paint, both teams have 4 points. The 3 ball, that hurts a little. Capuchino made 2 of them. 2 for 7, Mills 0 for 7. Free throws, 2 for 2, Capuchino. Evenly played, except Mills missed their shots.
That's right. So we'll see how this second period turns out. As Matsuno now with the ball and looking to Brockwell. Again, lots of movement.
And very patiently done.
But just not really looking to go inside. And that's a kickball that's going to go against Brockwell.
Again, rebounding both teams first quarter, 7 even. So it's really evenly played. Only difference is Mills not making their shots.
Mills with their zone defense. A nice shot there by 21. Again, one of those. McGoldrick, that's actually Phil McGoldrick.
That would be number 21 is Phil McGoldrick.
Shot there from Matsuno is off, and he's had a rough start, 0 for 7.
Oh my goodness.
Looking for answers right now. Still, Coach Rick Hansen going with Matsuno in there. He's got the experience out there on the varsity squad.
Eventually, you know, good shooters, you can miss the first 7 and you might make the next 10. So, you know, coaching the JV girls, I have to keep telling you, you're a shooter, you have to keep shooting. I mean, it's really about a streak. On your shooting streak, you can make the next 5, so you can't just stop shooting.
And especially with these young players, it must be difficult to sort of maintain that confidence that it's eventually going to turn around. You can see the frustration on Matsuno's face right now.
Oh, great rebound hustle.
And that's Brockwell, Nick Brockwell there, looking for Cole Brockwell. And that play is broken up with a nice defensive effort. Brockwell trying to put the shot up, couldn't get around the backboard. And now back on the move are the Mustangs. McGoldrick inside, looking outside there.
I mean, if you see, look at the size, Capuchino's definitely got size on the court right now. And somebody's hurt on the floor.
We have an injury. And we see some blood. There's definitely some blood on the face,
no.
so that's got to be attended to quickly.
Oh, no.
That looks like a pretty tough foul right there. So we may have a little break in the action while, and I'm not seeing what number that is. I think that may be Morgan Liu. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to need a little break here because
that is Morgan Liu.
This is a pretty bad injury, it looks like. Going to have some time to maybe stop, well, at least tend to whatever the injury is. The trainers are right out there, which is good.
There's trainer Shelton, and there's our Mills principal.
That's right. Principal Paul Belzer checking to make sure that the student is okay. Of course, we love the competition here, but
while there's a break, we want to thank 4 personnel from our Mills JV basketball team helping us with stats. Here on my left side, we have Megan Wong and Lauren Meyer. On my right side, we have Nicole Huey and Jacqueline Suto. And Nicole and Jacqueline.
All right, we're told that we have a replay coming up. I want to take this moment to recognize some of the MCTV staff that we have, and we'll take a short break here for a quick replay. So we have our director tonight is Aaron Fellers. We have camera operators, and we see a replay coming in here now.
Let's see exactly what happened on this play.
Okay, well, looks like we had some movement there, but
that was fun. We'll get it to you shortly. So again, Megan Wong, Lauren Myers currently on my JV team. Nicole Huey, Jacqueline Suto is my JV assistant coaches who are actually official coaches at Mills.
That's right, and we have to say this is a fantastic luxury for us to have live stats here as we do this coverage. I would like to take a second to recognize some of the MCTV crew. As I mentioned, we have our director, Aaron Fellers, who's queuing up that replay for us right now. And our camera operators tonight, I believe we have Santino Lowe on camera, Andy Chen, and Gabriel Salazar as well. And in the studio, we actually have a studio here in Mills. I believe we have Marissa Kelly and Mark Kelly. And Helen Zhang was here earlier. I'm not sure if she's still here. And we're going to take a look at a replay of a play here that is Capuchino with the score. A hustle for the ball. That's Brockway. Brockway bringing it up court very slowly. Okay, so that's a rebound there. So, still working on our instant replay machine, I see. But that's okay. We're expecting to see some more replays later on in this game. So as Lou is attended to on the court, he's wrapped up. We'll see. I can't imagine he's going to come back right now. I think he's going to he's heading off to the training room. That was a pretty nasty cut he took. Must have got hit with a
we couldn't see it from
something like that. We couldn't exactly
see it from our angle, so
you could just see that he was down on the floor, and people were visibly concerned. He looks like he's okay. He walked up on his own power. We had Principal Paul Belzer from Mills out there mopping up some blood.
That's right.
It just goes to show you how involved he is here with the students, even willing to.
And there's the athletic director, Tim Keller, stepping on the floor as well.
Exactly. Now we're going to have a little cleanup here on the floor.
With the custodial staff.
Yeah. So the players just standing by. Of course, nobody likes to see anyone get injured here. This is it's a competitive environment that we're in, but of course, player safety is the #1 concern, and it's still absolutely. So while we have a little bit more of a break here in the action, I just want to mention that MCTV will be covering the PAL tournament, which actually is going to be held again here at the Mills High School gym. That's going to be happening on February 19th and 20th. We'll be showing that live here on MCTV. That'll be channel 27 if you're in Millbrae. Anyone who's outside of Millbrae, of course, can watch on our live web stream. That's at www.mctv.tv.
That one's going to be exciting. And
That is going to be exciting.
on the 19th, there will be 4 games here at Mills, more like a semifinals. And on Saturday night, the 20th, there will be the finals, the girls and the boys.
That's right. And last year we had some great, we had a great matchup for the finals for the boys. It was Mills and Sequoia. And a close game, but an amazing shooting game from Sequoia, hoisting 3-pointers all over the place and really feeding off of that. And then with the girls, it was Menlo Atherton and Westmore.
That is correct. And
Another good game.
Yeah, and Menlo Atherton is very strong in the boys division and girls this year, so you bet they'll be back.
Absolutely.
And where Mills is very happy to host a PAL year, second year, third year now, and maybe every year.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a little unusual, I'm told, for the tournament to be held in one location twice in a row, but I do believe that this is the largest gym here in the
absolutely,
in the PAL.
it is. It'll just keep MCTV busy.
Absolutely. Well, we love coming here because this gym is also set up for television production, so it's a lot easier for us to bring you games, and we also get an opportunity to work with the Mills High School Advanced Art of Video class, which is really fantastic. And now we're getting actually other students from Mills High School that are interested in the sports productions, which is really nice. So big thank you to teacher Serena Argy and the entire class, Advanced Art of Video class at Mills High School, and the students, of course, many of whom we've had the opportunity to work with for a couple of years now.
Yes, and we'll probably be back another year or two.
Absolutely. So,
and of course, these games that are televised are also
so far, as we wait for play to resume here, they're still trying to clean up the court a little bit.
Let's see.
Do a quick review on the stats for the Mustangs. We'll start with the Mustangs. And I'll have to get back to you on those stats. We'll take a look at the standings here. So Menlo Atherton at the top of the standings at 5-0. And if we can have those stats back up, we'll run through what the standings are. But I think we're going to resume the action now. Enough time looking at us. We're not that interesting.
But I can tell you, shooting percentage, Mills is shooting a dismal 2 for 12. That's 17%. And that's not going to get it done.
That absolutely is not going to get it done. And we'll pull up some stats for the, here we go, for the Mustangs are at 5 for 15. So not exactly a great shooting night for either team. And the ball slipped through the hands of number 44. That's Tariq Moore, making his first appearance of the game.
Rebounding's pretty even. Mills 8, Capuchino 9. But I believe Mills' three-point shooting is really not there tonight.
And Anthony Liu can't hold on to the ball, and it's been turned around. Capuchino on the break. And that basket there by Macarag, who is normally listed as number 11, but is wearing 24 tonight. So Contonis looking for help. The inside game for Mills tonight has been pretty much non-existent. Lots of ball movement, lots of rotation. Ball back out to Matsuno, long pass. With time running out on the shot clock. It's got to see a shot. Matsuno.
Finally.
There you go, he hits. And that's got to feel good.
Oh, absolutely. Now he's 1 for 8. But, the first one is what breaks the ice.
Absolutely. It's a little sigh of relief there from Matsuno. And the Vikings are still in this game after having a terrible shooting half so far.
Oh, absolutely. They just have to be patient moving the ball around. Cap is very patient. They're not in any rush whatsoever. I mean, slow it down, look for the post. Rear turnover.
Brockway to Brockway. And that's Nick Brockway converting. Cole Brockway with a pass from Nick Brockway. So an assist from Brockway.
Well, there's a quick 5 points. I mean, here comes the streak.
Absolutely. So only a 7-point deficit here with still some time on the clock, but neither team putting up much in the way of points. Shot off line there from number 24, and we're still, actually that's Macarag. Pass going out of bounds, deflected there by McElreg. Coach Rick Hansen calling in the play. And we may not see the return of Morgan Liu. That's a three-pointer from Matsuno, and you're right, Harry.
Now he made the last two, so he's feeling it. Now we gotta watch him.
4-point deficit here with a chance to make up some more ground with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this half. So a shot there from Pasquale, didn't go. Moore battling for the rebound, can't get it.
Oh,
Back
nice
out
save.
to Brocqua, and he looks ahead to Matsuno. Think he's going for a three? I think so. Not online.
No, not this
Off.
time.
So coming up quickly is Pascal. He's got Moore inside. He can't convert, but he'll
Great
go to the line
pass.
for two. And that's Moore, who's listed as a guard, but it looks like Capuchino's going with somewhat of a smaller lineup right now. But they do have two other guards in right now with McElreg and also Pascal. The way that Moore has been playing, it looks like he's been a little bit more on the forward
I know.
position. But they don't seem to have a true center, so. So Moore converts the last of two, and the lead is now 5 points. But Mills here looking to get something going with under 3 minutes and a half.
The usual set, screen, patient, he's open. Oh, instead he drive, nice pass.
Good pass inside for Contonis, just can't get it in
He
there.
just can't get it in.
And he takes a shot.
That was such a pretty move, dive into the paint, drove in and dished it off. But you gotta make those shots.
And Contonis, in some ways, holds a key to this game because they've got to get something going on inside if they're going to free up those three-point shooters. So coming out of the game for the Vikings, Anthony Liu. Coming into the game, looks like we have Dylan Sui.
That is correct. Number 32, Sui.
So the Vikings here looking like they're trying to add a little size. Contonis battling for the rebound. That was Sui, but he couldn't hold on to it. And Magny dishes it off to Pascal.
Again, Capuchino very, very patient.
Timeout there taken from Capuchino. That was Coach Marty Ruiz taking a 30-second timeout. Didn't like what he saw out there on the floor.
That's right, he's strong or something a little different.
Well, it looked like Coach Rick Hansen from Mills was trying to get a little bit more height in there with Sui. And maybe making an adjustment there was Coach Ruiz. So Capuchino at 8-9 for the season, 2-3 here in the league. And Mills 5-10, 2-3 in the league also, 5-11, I believe.
So a lot of the stats sort of evens out. I mean, shooting-wise, rebounding-wise. Turnovers, not as many. Both teams are patiently slowing it down, swinging it, which is nice. Mills made a few more shots in the second quarter, so we're right back in this. Again, very patient, look for the post, swing it back out.
And McElreg cycles it around, and that's a shot clock violation.
Oh boy.
Just a lack of communication there from the Mustangs.
Lack on the court and on the bench. Usually, you know, I teach.
Get that count going, let them know. It's a 35-second shot clock in high school, so.
Usually, you know, we teach the kids on the bench when it's under 10 seconds, they count down. So that was a kind of like a, you know, maybe a lack of paying attention.
And that's a pretty lengthy bench there for the Mustangs. So
oh yeah,
that would be a loud countdown.
Absolutely. You see how on the Mills side, you can hear the countdown.
That's the home court advantage there. Matsuno hoisting it up just offline.
It looked good from our angle, but it's just short. Now Cap looks to run. Nope, they're going to settle it down.
And that's just a miscommunication there with the break inside.
2 turnovers in a row, so the coach is saying, hey, let's settle this. Let's bring it back up to the top of the key and run another play.
Capuchino bringing the ball into the front court pretty quickly and then looking to move the ball around. Mills here, lots of cycling the ball around the three-point line. And now some penetration inside. Cantones can't handle the pass from Brocqua. And now Matsuno thinking again, why not get it going? Cantones dishing it off to Cole Brocqua.
Nice, that was a very nice assist.
So 3-point differential here with just over 45 seconds. Plenty of time to shear that deficit down if the Vikings can get a stop. Macareg, excuse me, that's Pascal. And that's a three-pointer for Pascal.
That's a much-needed three-pointer from the Capuchino side, despite Mills coming back with a barrage of points, so that sort of quiets down the Mills crowd a little.
Shot clock off. Vikings looking for the last shot here. Brocqua looking at the options. He's got Matsuno.
Matsuno's looking to take a shot.
He's pretty deep though, with only 4 seconds
right there,
remaining.
This side, right there.
And that's Brocqua with a three-pointer. He barely hits iron, so a disappointing finish for the Vikings, but a low-scoring affair in this first half, only 20-14.
We did not expect this coming in. Looks like both sides decided to slow the pace, rotate. Mills shooting is still a little dismal at 26%. Capuchino's at only 35%, so both teams are not having a great shooting night. Rebounding, they're pretty even. Mills 12, Capuchino 13.
That's right. So not a good shooting night so far for either team. And it's kept the score pretty close. Stats kind of line up. We're going to take a short break here, and we'll come back and do some more stats review and take a look at some other.
Looking at Mills, halftime is 14 points. Cole Brocqua got 6. Brandon Matsuno 6. And James Cantones with 2 points, and that rounds up their 14.
And that's on 6 of 23 shooting, so a rough shooting night so far for the Vikings.
Absolutely.
Not much better for the Mustangs. They're shooting 7 for 20. Leading scorers so far are Jared Pascal with 6 points, Lucas Magny with 5, and Ryan Chapman with 4.
Otherwise, the other stats are very even. 3 throws, 3 points. Mills had 3, thanks to Brandon, and the Capuchino only made 2. Rebounding.
Almost a shot clock violation there, but Lucas Magny hitting the shot as the buzzer went off.
That was just pure awareness, knowing that the shot clock was winding down. He shot it with less than a second spare.
And Magny is at least a 3-year varsity player, so he's got the experience out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And we have a return from number 20. That's Nick Brocqua.
Well, he's returning a favor, so that was his first 3 of the night.
That's right. So now we're still looking at a 6-point differential, 23-17 in favor of the Mustangs. But a better start from a shooting perspective here for this second half. Another shot coming up. That one's put up by Macareg, and it's no good. Rebound off to Brocqua. That would be Nick Brocqua. Back to Cole Brocqua. Nick Brocqua back to Matsuno. Now looking to cycle it around. Looking to drive. Matsuno kicks it back out to Brocqua. Rebound to Cantones. And that's Cole Brocqua with another 3-pointer, and that,
oh boy,
that cuts the deficit down to 3 points.
Exactly. Both teams are looking to shoot the threes all of a sudden.
And Marty
both
Ruiz
sides.
getting ready to put McGoldrick back in.
Strong move, misses the 2-footer off the glass.
Back outside to Magny. He's trying to get himself going, and there's another three-pointer. So we're seeing a battle of three-pointers here.
Oh, absolutely.
That's his third shot, all three-pointers, I believe, for Magny.
Well, that's correct. Oh, nice rotation. Could not find the handles.
And that's a drive there from McElreg, the block from Matsuno, but the foul called. So first foul of the half as well. So McElreg there converting that free throw. And McGoldrick comes back in for Pascal, who's going to, actually not Pascal, instead taking his seat as number 32, and we're still working on that player's ID. It's a big roster, as we mentioned, for the Mustangs, and some numbers have switched around, so. And now coming back in is Raul Ligon, who we've seen a little less this year than we saw last year.
Well, free throw shooting, I mean, Capuchino's made 5 of 6. Mills hasn't shot a free throw yet.
Yeah, we have seen quite a change from the first 2 games, the JV games we saw here, where over 50 fouls in the
absolutely, and that's
girls' game.
Part of the reason why we're still here.
Exactly, that was a 2-hour game almost.
Absolutely, it was 2 hours. The refs were complaining.
The refs were complaining about how many fouls they were calling. Brockway with the three-pointer, he converts. Good shot from Cole Brockway.
Well, here they come. Mills is lighting it up this quarter.
That's
it's
right.
All 3-pointers.
And still a 5-point deficit, but you can tell that some of the shooters here are getting their confidence back a little bit on both sides.
And they're just looking to shoot threes. I mean, we're in for a pretty good, entertaining three. Oh, you thought he was going to put it up.
And neither team really looking inside today. Time running it down on the shot clock again. The shot put up there by Pascal. Couldn't get it to go.
Well, here comes Mills on the run. Slowing it down again.
Cole Brockway's got to be feeling it. Oh, it's a little bit. That's an offensive foul. As Nick Brockway ran full steam right into Magny. But Magny looks like he's put on some muscle since we saw him last.
I think he did. A lot of weight room workout.
Exactly. He was kind of a stringy kid that we saw last year, and now he looks pretty solid. So maybe adding that strength into his shooting game as well. Definitely have seen him inside a little bit more. Ball knocked away there by one of the Brockways.
But again, you know, Capuchino is very calm. You can tell they're trying to move it from one side to the top of the key, switching back on the opposite side. Just looking for that post move. There's one.
Definitely a different feel from this Capuchino team. And Magny there hits another three-pointer, and he's hit 3 3-pointers in this quarter.
Those that are missing this game, they're missing a great 3-point shootout.
Absolutely. And Coach Hansen wants to take a little break, discuss maybe how to deal with Magny and his 3-point shooting.
And you know what we've seen this third quarter was that both teams started to look at the 3. Mills made a run at him within 3, and then Capuchino says, oh, we'll run with you. And you, again, extended the lead back to 8.
So just to do a quick recap, Magny, who started out 1 for 3, is now at 4 for 8. And those points, I believe, are all on 3-pointers. So he's got 14 to lead the Mustangs. On the Mills side,
well, we have Cole Brockwell with 12 points. Really, he's been scoring. I mean, the rest, Nick's only got 1 3-pointer. Brandon still has his 2 3-pointers. No one else. So Cole's doing it all so far in the third quarter.
That's right. And so a lot of these players actually that we're seeing today were players that came off the bench for the Vikings last year. And
Absolutely.
now are out there as starters. So it's a different team. A lot of, I wouldn't say inexperience, because a lot of these players did get on the floor last year.
It's just playing together.
it's playing together, and they're missing some of those big names.
Yes.
And big bodies.
And
as
big
well.
bodies and missing the height, so they have to rely on shooting the three, and that's why they're launching a lot.
And as you speak, we see another three there from Nick Brockway. So it would be interesting to see what the percentage of three-point shots versus regular field goals do happen.
Whoa! Oh,
missed a shot, Matsuno, but nice moves from Brockway. And the and one there for Contonis.
Well, that's another way of getting a three-point shot. And guess what? This is Mills' very first free throw attempt.
Coming at a good time, too, needing to change the momentum of the game that was slipping
absolutely.
there a little bit.
And it comes at 2:39 left in the third quarter.
That's right. So we'll see here. Still plenty of time for the Vikings to turn it around, but
Oh, didn't cash in. Now it gets exciting, you can tell.
there is an energy here in this building today. Always when it's a local rivalry game,
Oh, absolutely.
and it's far more competitive this year than we saw last year.
Oh,
With a foul there on the breakaway. Did they give a breakaway foul in there?
no basket.
No basket. That
A
one
foul
was
was
called
called in the backcourt.
So did they call a breakaway foul in high school?
No, I don't believe they had that rule. It's just now they will call intentional if the ref felt you foul someone without, you don't have to be in the lead. You could be back there,
So
behind the
if
play.
you have a clear path to the basket, it doesn't make a difference for the foul that's called there.
Yeah, they will call that
They will call it, but it's
intentional.
intentional foul. Does that mean free throws and the ball back?
Yes, you do
I
get
see.
it.
Okay. So timeout here, taken by Coach Marty Ruiz. Perhaps just trying to take a little bit of steam out of the Vikings, making a short run there. Still a 6-point margin, but
Right.
definitely a different game this second half.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'd like to take a second here to encourage viewers who may be live or watching this on a replay to consider underwriting MCTV Sports. It's a great opportunity for you to share your name with people that are out there watching these events, and also for you to support some local programming that we very much enjoy putting on. This is a lot of fun for us, especially here at Mills High School. They have a fantastic gym, great facility, a great video production facility, and it's a lot of fun for us to be here. Great opportunity for us to get to know some of the players, and also for some of the students to get some experience working in a live sports production environment, which is
And I believe copies of these games for $20 donation.
That's
you can
right.
go online, mctv.tv, and order your copy 2 weeks after.
absolutely, that's right. So, and those DVD orders help us keep these programmings going. So please do consider that. Also, if you'd like to underwrite, you can check mctv.tv.
Let's take a minute to recognize our referees tonight. They are Joe Marquez, Rick Chorosky, and Scott Merlot.
Doing a fine job keeping this game moving. It's been an up and down affair. Some good shooting, some not so good, but lots and lots of action.
And both teams have slowed it down somewhat, looking for that right shot, the good looks.
Both teams with deep rosters, yet not very many substitutions being made by either coach.
Oh, correct.
So perhaps choosing to go with their more experienced players. Matsuno looking for that three. Just offline.
Boy, he was not having a great shooting at that. He is shooting 2 for 13.
So back to Ligon now for the Mustangs. And there's Pascal into McGoldrick, who also plays football for the Mustangs. His pass hits the backboard.
The pass was too high. He hits the rim and the backboard and everything else. Turnover.
Those are the shots. I almost said those are the shots. I looked like it might have been a shot there. For a second, could have gone in. stranger things have happened.
It's interesting to see how Mills slowly will try to play this set.
Contonis looking to go back outside, and Lou can't hold the ball. Nice hustle to get back from Contonis, and he's in there into the band.
Oh boy, two guys, they're both okay? Looks like they are.
Pascal took a nasty spill right into the seats there, and Contonis was up in the trombone section, it looked like.
They're both okay.
They're both okay. Play's going to continue on. Fortunately, we have no more injuries to report here. Ligon to Pascal. Nice pressure there from Brockwell. That shot is short. Rebound picked up by Lou. And now Matsuno bringing it up to the front court.
Again, patiently moving, driving in, dishing it out. They're looking for the three-pointer, no doubt.
Almost thought about that 28-footer.
There he goes.
Decided not to think about it. It's just not Matsuno's night.
It is definitely not.
And at a certain point, you start to wonder, are there other things that a player could do? Obviously, his strength is three-point shooting, but
that is
when
correct.
you're not hot, you have to make that call. And a shot hoisted there by Brockwell. That nearly went in. That's going to do it for the third. So what started off to look like it was going to be a much higher scoring period, in fact, ends up being really not much more than what we've already seen. We can look at the overall scores here in that quarter. We don't have that one,
but Mills' shooting percentage is still dismal, 29%. Capuchino's 35, not much better. But again, 6 points is easy. It's just, 2 possessions, and you got one more quarter to go. Let's see what other stats I can give you. Turnovers, pretty even. 8 and 7, so no one really taking a lead. Nobody is scoring in the paint. Not this game. I mean, 8 points apiece. 3 ball, here's where everyone's shooting, launching. Of course, Mills is not doing well at all. Second half, 3 for 8. Capuchino's 3 for 5. Free throws, not much happening there. So it's more like we're watching a three-point affair. You launch and I launch and see who gets it, who launches it more.
Is this what Charles Barkley was saying about the Steph Curry effect here?
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder.
Mills being small, I know they're relying on outside shooting, but I always believe you can't always rely on the threes to win a game. But if it goes in, you're lucky. If it's not, you take the consequences. But they had the chances in the paint. But post James decided that he will kick it back out. I mean, he could have pump fake, go strong. Unlike, let's say, Julia Gibbs of the Mills Varsity girls, she has it down low. You're going to turn and face and shoot it.
That's right.
5-footer, but Mills isn't doing that here. Well, it may, unless it changes.
That's right. And all the action down low is just very quick for Mills. They're just looking for quick, short little passes and scrambling like we're seeing right now. Contonis making his case.
Well, they think it's a jump or travel. It's a jump ball.
That's going to be possession for the Mustangs. So as I was saying, not a lot, even the penetration into the paint, it's not for any significant amount of time. We're seeing that ball getting kicked right back out real quick.
Both teams somewhat. I see Capuchino attacking the rim more in the paint, but Mills definitely not.
And that's what's led to them going to the line only one time.
Oh, absolutely. And that was just on an and one.
That's right. So,
well, let's see what the final 7.5 minutes plays out. Both teams are patient. Oh, nice switch. Oh, nice give and go. Oh,
couldn't get it to go. The rebound picked up by 32. That's Brian Grealish.
Well, that it shows because besides Magny, for Mills, nobody. Correct. Besides James Gatonis, attacking the post. Nobody else is in there rebounding. They're all averaging about 5'8", 5'9".
That's right. When you live by the 3, you're going to die by it too. And so right now,
Oh, another careless turnover.
that was McElreg, had the ball stripped out there. It looked like maybe that was Lou who stripped it. Travel, though, called on Pascal as he slid on the floor.
Oh, but very good hustle. I mean, both teams definitely no short of hustle.
Yeah, you're right, Harry. Both these teams have a very scrappy style of play. They're fast. They duck in and out. They like to take those long shots. There's long rebounds going all over the place. They're diving for the ball. But we're not seeing that in and out game that you might see for some of the other teams in the PAL. And that shot's been waved off. That basket from Brockway. But he's going to go to the line now for really the first attempts, besides not an and one, as you mentioned.
Correct. This is their no line attempt. That's inbounding.
Ah, okay. It wasn't on the shot. Call was before. So shot there from Brockway. Again, another three-pointer.
I mean, that was so quick release that even, the center, James, didn't have a chance to turn and look at it. So this is where I think maybe the inexperience, the team is not confident about driving in, comes into play, a big factor in trying to catch up 8 points in 6 minutes.
Magny with a good drive inside. Contonas went up to try and stop him, but
that's, Capuchino, the last sequence, very nicely done. They milked the clock down to 1 second and got themselves on a line.
And Magny hasn't put up big numbers in this game. I mean, he's got some three-pointers, but he's still looking impressive out there. You can tell he's got poise. So he's now with 14 points.
Leading Capuchino.
He's played the whole game as well.
Well, he muscled up. I mean, he conditioning up. He's going to play the whole game. Like coaches always say, once you're in a high school level, you are supposed to be able to run the whole game.
Brockway there fighting for the rebound, couldn't get it. Pulled away there by Grealish.
But that was, I don't know what was that, a shot by Anthony Liu that all air.
And now we're seeing
some desperate.
We're seeing some emotion too from Coach Hansen over here, who's, I can imagine, is not too thrilled with.
And here against Cap is milking the clock every possession. They're not going to shoot until under 10.
They're a disciplined team.
Very disciplined.
And McElreg stepping back. That would have been a big shot had it gone. Nice play there from Lou to save it.
This big possession right here. Down 10, 5 minutes.
And Matsuno with a quick three-pointer.
It's just not his night.
It's not his night. Now they're back on defense. They've spent a lot of this half actually.
Yeah, and here's the problem. You shoot the launching threes, it's 1 and out.
So we'll see here at this break what changes Coach Hansen's going to make to try and stop this. Put some points on the board.
Well, with less than 5 minutes, 10 points down, you got an issue with Mills. Big issue is how do you get the ball back from Cap? Every possession, they're milking it down to 5 seconds or less. And either they put up a shot or they get fouled. There's not too many possessions left. Mills, the starters along with James, they're gonna have to put up threes to catch up. I mean, in their opinion, that's what they're shooting for.
So the Viking crowd here trying to get something going for their Vikings.
Yeah, and looking at the overall scheme of play, I mean, fast break points, there really weren't any. Both teams are not just cherry picking, settling for the easy two. But you can guess the Capuchino's plan is just slow this thing down and ready to go home.
No reason for them to think that their game plan needs to change. They've been very effective in controlling the tempo and also holding the ball.
Again, they're rotating out Oh, steal by
Steal
Mills.
from Grealish. That's Brockwell looking for the steal maybe. And looking for the call, and he gets it. So that's an and one. That's something that they need right now.
Oh, I wish we could get a replay. You know, that was so nicely set up. He knew the defender was on his right, left, and he moved over to the left and then forced the defender to be on his right side, knowing that he's going to be fouled, protect the use the body to protect, right hand to protect, and scores the and one. And he did. Oh, there's still life. Mills is feeling there might be that might be the spark they need.
Attempt there on the steal from Brockwell, and he's going to get called for the foul. So the Mustangs will take it out of.
Oh, great.
All right, so when we get a break in the action, we're going to take a look at that last drive there from Brockwell. That was a nice play, but again, Capuchino. Now Mills having to go to the press.
Oh!
All alone underneath the basket is McElreg. So a defensive lapse, and that leads to a block
shot.
Grealish. So we got a chance now. Well, we'll see. We have to wait for a timeout for that replay from Brockwell.
Okay.
As the action continues here, Mills with a 9-point deficit with 4 minutes left.
They really need a good look here.
Matsuno wide open, can't hit it.
No, it's
Looking
not
for
his
the
night.
foul.
He's looking at the referee with no avail.
Yeah, looking for the foul, but the truth is that, and the foul from Brockwell.
Well,
So a little desperation creeping in right now for the Vikings.
that's not a bad foul to kind of slow down the pace a little bit, but it's a frustration foul. You know, Matsuno thought he was hit on the arm, maybe slightly, but it didn't really affect the shot that much. Whoa.
Magny going around Brockwell with a drive. He's stripped by Matsuno, but that's going to be called a foul. Matsuno taking a walk and shaking his head. It's the combination of the shooting night and really struggling to get something going here. The team in general in the second half started strong and has tailed off.
And Magny is having a very, very good night. I mean, it looked.
Hey, he's quietly put up 16 points for the Mustangs. Hasn't really featured. We haven't seen some of the big plays that we saw from him the previous year, but he's just been a solid player.
Oh, yeah, solid.
And
shooter,
clearly
rebounder.
an Iron Man. He's out here for all the minutes, so enjoying his senior season, it looks like.
This is crucial. He has to hit this.
Matsuno with the jump, and again, just slightly off. Just shaking his head. It's
I mean, it's one of those that I think you have to come back and play D right away. You can't just stand there and look around and say, oh, well, you know, next night.
exactly. Not hitting the shots, maybe there's something else that can get you going.
Right, do something different. I always say.
And lift the team as well. That's been the tough. There hasn't been a spark plug. Both the Brockwell brothers have a lot of energy out there on the court, but again, they're not hitting shots either, so.
Well, it's not too late. They just need to hit a couple of big ones.
And as you speak, there you go.
There you go, Nick.
Cole Brockwell with a big three-pointer. Still at 7. It's not out of the question here. This game is not over.
And that's Nick Brockwell's 15 points on 6 of 12 shooting. And let's look at a replay that we have one. Oh,
This is
there's
the steal that we had
There you
earlier
go.
from Brockwell.
Perfectly
On the
sealing.
and one.
Use the body to seal the defender.
What a
and took it up.
fantastic
That
replay.
was a great replay.
What a great replay from our team. I can tell they've been saving that one up.
That's right, and I've been saving to call that replay. I need that. Save that one, and I'll show it to my JV girls.
You know, Harry, maybe all you need to do is ask when you need a replay.
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic job there in the studio from our crew.
Thank you for Director Aaron.
Aaron Fellers and Marissa Kelly. Itching to get those replays out on the air. So we'll keep them coming for you in this last 2:51. Exciting times here.
Yeah, and you know, there's still hope.
There
You
is.
just never know. I mean, you still got Mansuno, you still got Brockwell shooting these threes. All it takes is one or two, and it's a whole different ballgame.
All right, so when we have a second, we'll actually take a look at that last Capuchino score as well. And here we go, inbounding the ball is Grealish. And Mills looking to put the full court pressure on.
It is,
Magny in
full
the
court.
corner. He's looking for somebody. He doesn't have anybody. Calls the timeout.
Great defense. That was the trap that Coach Hansen was calling for. Hey, let's trap and get the ball back. I mean, this is, 3-possession game as a 30-second.
So maybe we have an opportunity now to look at that last shot that we had. With our crew there in the studio getting it queued up. As we see Coach Hansen going over some details. Here we go with the replay. And again, this would be Brockwell. Oh, slow motion look.
Look at one-hander.
Wow. Hey, look at that, Harry.
That was an NBA three-pointer. That's an NBA three-pointer. There we go. Well, Mills need a couple more of those.
Fantastic work from our crew. And fantastic work from Mr. Brockwell. Hitting a big three-pointer at a crucial point
Well,
in this game.
Mills has to come up with something different scheme here. And Capuchino is with inbound. Here's the trap.
And the
Oh,
swarm,
they broke it.
But now they're outmanned. The break is 3-2, but Masarek pulls up.
You got to play real good D and get the ball
Pascal,
back.
they know what the time is on the clock.
Of course.
They play the numbers game.
They're gonna melt it down to 5 seconds. Here we go.
And the shot from Pascal is good.
That's gonna be the dagger. Well,
That's a 10-point lead opened up with just about 2 minutes left.
they're gonna have to answer back in a hurry.
And Matsuno thinking about that long three-pointer. Brockwell.
Oh, the 2 in a row.
Big time shots from Brockwell. And now we've got another timeout called by Coach Hansen.
Well, I'll tell you, we've been delighted with the 3-point splash. I mean, it's one brother versus the other. I mean, sure. We might see a replay of the last three.
Sure, let's see that replay. And here it comes.
Okay, dribbling 24.
That's a turnaround there. Trying to hold the ball up.
Swing it out to the side. Patiently dribbling. Reversing back up to the middle. Patiently rotating it. There it goes. Catch and shoot. A banking three. A bank three.
Pretty sure he called that one, right?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
But that could be the dagger. Well,
Take a listen to this student section here at the Mills High School gym. They are fired up trying to will their team on to victory.
well, here's what's at stake. I do know this. Mills has beaten Capuchino 19 straight. But tonight, a little different. I mean, there's still hope. I didn't want to bring this up to jinx the Mills, but they've got to come up with something really fancy. I mean,
And I think these teams are going to be battling for one of those spots in the PAL tournament.
oh, absolutely. Capuchino losing 19 straight times.
That's right.
They're feeling really good right now.
That's right. And a big turnaround. That's an interesting pass inbound.
Yes, you can. On a made basket. Yes, you could.
Oh, Matsuno into the stands.
Oh,
ran
we
over a
don't
cheerleader.
want another injured player.
Yeah, he looks like he's all right.
Well, the rule on that is on a made basket, you could run the end line. Yes, you can. Baseline, you can.
It almost looked like that was a pass to another player on the end line.
Yes, you
You
could.
can do that.
On a made basket, yes,
I
you
don't
can.
know that I've ever seen that in the game before, but
That was a really good strategy, though. Oh, they got a foul now. I mean,
and there
now
we
it gets
go.
ugly.
yeah. So where you once saw three-point shooting, we're going to now see some free throw shooting.
And we're going to see a lot more
Yep.
before the night's over.
2 minutes left, both teams in the bonus. So this could be a war of attrition here. Although it looks like they're going to take that ball out of bounds. I'm not exactly sure.
Because there's only 16 foul. The next one would be free throw shooting.
Puts both in the bonus. Gotcha.
Right. So there we
There
go.
we go. Contonis with the foul. Way to stop the clock. And again, Both teams here sticking with familiar lineups. Not a lot of rotation. Ryan Chapman back in for the Mustangs. And they're just going to bring all their players back. They know that with 2 minutes remaining.
I mean, of course, Mills has to launch the three. They're not really caring about the offensive rebound. Well, let's see what they come up with this time.
And they've got to
Just
manage
do
the clock. The ball loose. Contonis picks it up. Brocco with a three offline.
Almost.
Rebound picked up by Chapman and quick foul by Contonis.
Well, currently 7 points down. That's 3 possession game. Pretty sure, one of two free throws will really hurt Mills' chances. They're just not shooting well tonight. I mean, 30%, and really just a lot of three-point attempts.
And that ball rims out from Chapman.
It's still alive. Mills is still alive.
Still only a 7-point deficit, so we're talking about a 3-possession game. Bad pass picked off by Magny, and he's fouled. He's a good free throw shooter. So.
Oh boy, we're gonna see a lot more free throws at this point.
So if you like free throws, the end of this game is going to be an exciting one for you. The Mustangs not bothering to put any players on the rebound.
Well, that is correct.
And why should they? So Magny making it now a 3-point possession, a 3-possession game to win or to tie for the Vikings. And now making it.
Now that it gets a little bit difficult, but take your chances, and you got to shoot a three here.
And you don't have time to work with. That ball's got to be up in the air. Again, Matsuno with a rebound. Contonis, big rebound. Brocqua from downtown.
Wow, downtown. That was a
shot.
perfectly.
What a shot from Cole Brocqua.
Well,
he's been showing off his shooting this quarter.
Let me tell you, I mean, the stars are rising, but it may be a little too late, but you give him credit. Mills is hanging around. Just keep at it.
So we have a replay of that last shot. Let's take a look at it.
Let's see what made it possible.
Brocqua bringing it up.
He passes it off. Good miss. And another NBA three, and swished it. My goodness.
Look at the crowd go wild for that. In slow motion even, Harry.
That is correct. Well, earlier today, I mean, the JV girls won their contest. The JV boys won. Varsity girls won. So looks like for Mills, we're not looking for a sweep here. Not this year.
That's right. And the truth is, this is still a very young team in a lot of ways. They're inexperienced in a lot of ways, and they're still growing together, as we mentioned. So they have a deep bench, but you've seen the same players out there, and I think part of that has to do with the lack of experience on that bench.
No, absolutely. So, after play tonight, two teams will meet each other at the very last game of the season, and that would be at Capuchino. So they'll get a rematch, and that rematch will be February 12th.
Magny with the foul. That's Brocqua. That would be Nick Brocqua with the foul.
Well, a lot of free throw shooting for the rest of the evening.
Magny, a solid free throw shooter. Doesn't mind going to the line, taking a breather. The first attempt is no good.
He might be getting a little tired at this point.
He's had a big game, 6 points.
I mean, the game is, realistically, it's not over. 6 points is only 2-3, so 2-possession game. This next free throw is huge.
And how amazing would it be to go into overtime for the boys?
Oh boy.
What a long night.
Oh, that's huge. Now it's 3 possessions.
Again, showing that poise, Magny hitting the free throw. 7-point deficit with just under a minute, and need that quick shot. Oh, offline. Brockwell can't get it to go.
Some more
Grealish
free throws.
smartly dishing off the ball to Magny.
Leading Mills scorer now is Cole Brockwell with 21.
Nick Brookwell with 5 fouls now. And the visiting section here likes what they're seeing. Still hope in the Viking section, but
Oh, yeah, Nick's fouled out.
so Nick Brookwell fouls out with a box score of 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting. 1 for 1 from the line.
Well,
8
he's got
rebounds.
8 rebounds, that's very impressive.
So Magny hits that shot, that free throw. And that makes the lead 8 points. And this one's pretty much in the bag. It would
One
take
more-
something amazing for us to see a Mills comeback.
Something. This is going to be good to watch. He's going to have to launch it up there.
That is quite the three-pointer. Looked like it had a good chance, but... And Matsuno. Wow.
Wow,
Taking-
he's shooting. He's just shooting it from way downtown.
So, again, the three-pointer has really told the tale here today.
Now, Matsuno is shooting 2 for 20 3-pointers. That's not very good. And
as good as the night we saw Julia Gibbs have in the varsity girls game for Mills, it's been the complete opposite for Matsuno. It's just one of those nights for him where who knows, he might turn around the next game and make 10 of 12.
that is correct. I mean,
You got to give him credit for continuing to try, but this is going to be a tough loss for the Vikings to absorb, and especially for Matsuno. So what do you tell your team after one player has had a game like this? What kind of thing do you say?
typically, I mean, I have players that launches 3. And, you know, if they're really cold, I would tell them, hey, how about show me some assists then? You know, maybe you can feed it to your next person. But you see, Mills don't really have really good 3-point shooters other than himself, Matsuno, and Brockwell brothers.
Yep.
And so it's really 3 of you, and the opponents can just defend the 3 shooters. James isn't doing, Katanas, he's not doing much inside. In fact, he's dishing it out. So I don't want it. You guys take the shot. So I think Mills' offense is built on the 3s. You make it, you get lucky.
And to be fair, in Contonas' defense, it really hasn't been look like part of the game plan is to, you know, they don't have the weapons to go inside. If he's the only guy, now we see Suey in there with a little bit of height. But at this point, it might just be more to get the rebounds and go for those. Yeah, there you go with Suey. A nice tip out, but 7 seconds left. And this one is in the bag. Capuchino breaking that. It was funny, is at the end.
They thought they won the league or something. But, you know, they really played well. They were composed. They came in. They did not rush the game. And they ended the 19-game losing streak. That's something to be proud of. And, you know, on the Mills side, they just don't have the weapons. They had them, but the weapons, they were off. They were off. The 3-point shooting was off.
Yep.
So we see
every streak comes